Hey everyone, welcome to the very first actual class of Chapter 1 in my magical series of spirituality and, of magic and spiritual transformation. Dang, I kind of screwed that up, but I'm just gonna keep going, you know? I'm only human, y'all. In this series of classes, there's going to be 7 chapters. This first chapter, we are going to go over the basics of magic. So we're going to talk about how to cast a circle, how to call in the guardians of the 7 directions. We're going to show you how to build your own altar and create sacred space, dedicating a book of shadows to your work, and we're going to get into some healthy habits to kind of give you a foundation of where to start. So for this first video, we're going to get grounded into the coursework. We're going to be dedicating your personal book of shadows. We're also going to be talking about the importance of intention setting. So we're going to be getting into that, very important. I'll also be talking about offerings and sacrifice. We're also going to get into the healthy habits, things that you should be doing to actually prepare for this magical work. You're going to want to have lots of good habits, just mind, body, and spirit. I want you to think of magic as something that's very holistic. It's a holistic experience. At the end of this video, I'm going to take you on a guided journey, which is going to be a meditation to help activate you, initiate you into the coursework. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to be very spiritual and very from the heart. So here we go. So before we get into all this magic shit, I want you to realize that it's very important to know where you are right now. Where are you mentally, physically, and emotionally? I really want you to take stock of where you are in this moment in time. Are you stressed out or overworked? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel excited? These are important feelings to take note of throughout your magical process, throughout this spiritual transformation. I want you to honor where you are every step of the way, which, when I first started my magical journey, Spirit constantly had me writing every fucking thing down, and I really didn't understand it until, kind of recently. Every now and then I'll pull out one of my old book of shadows and I'll just do a little bibliomancy, and whatever information I wrote at that moment, at that time, is always resonant when I go back to it. So yeah, it's very important to just honor where you are every step of this magical process. I really want you to take note of where you are right now, because you're going to be embarking on a journey, and this is the beginning of your journey. And when you start really getting into magic, it takes time and dedication and a lot of self-awareness, self-love and self-awareness. So I just really want to have you take note of where you are right now, which leads into your wonderful, magical book of shadows. A book of shadows is basically your personal sacred journal. Throughout your journey, you're going to be taking note of your feelings, interactions that are notable, recipes, symbols and signs. When you start noticing divine synchronicities, we'll get into that a little later, but that's kind of one of the fun parts of magic. Your book of shadows is going to be your ally throughout your spiritual transformation. I want you to try your best to keep it around you as much as possible, because you never know when you're going to get some sort of message or a stroke of inspiration, and you're going to really want to write that shit down. You'll find that over time you'll be developing a really deep relationship with your journal, So really excited to help you get started in dedicating one for yourself. Your sacred journal can be anything, really. Like, it could be a pad of paper, it could be fancy, something encrusted with jewels. You can have like a fancy title with a fancy ass font, or it could just be like a regular store-bought journal. It's basically just a book to help document your process, and you're gonna find you'll probably start going through a lot of journals. So get what feels right to you, and have fun with your journaling process. Just make the journal your own. It could be super simple, super bougie, whatever. I initially bought this journal to start like my book of shadows, and I went through the process of putting like fabric on it, and I was gonna put jewels on it, but then shit got really crazy. I just started hearing ghosts and shit, so I didn't really get into putting jewels on it. And now I realize if I would have put jewels on it, it would have probably got all messed up, because I am literally going through this all the time. So make it practical, but you can make it fun and fancy too. So how do we dedicate our Book of Shadows? Actually, you don't have to call it a Book of Shadows either. Like, it can be called Dear Diary, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's fine. It's your magical diary, your, whatever. It's just know it's sacred and it's magical to you. It's a magical tool. So I want you to dedicate it as a magical tool by doing the following. To dedicate your sacred journal, first start by lighting a candle. You can even burn some herbs to clear the space. Just set the mood. This is going to be a magical experience for you. So once you've cleared the space and you've lit your candle, I want you to bring yourself into present time and hold your Book of Shadows to your heart. And breathe in a couple of times. Connect with the book. And then you can dedicate it by speaking your intention. The intention can be to dedicate this book to be a spiritual ally through your magical transformation. So pretty much that's it. You thank the journal. You just thank it for the work that it's going to be doing with you. This is your magical tool. So now that you have your Book of Shadows dedicated, it's time to start documenting. First, you'll want to take note that it's pretty important to date and time every entry. You'll find that sometimes the time that you start writing is like a divine number, like 444 or 555. So, just take note. Like, I really think it's at least important to have the date written for each entry. It's really good to go back and see, where you were. In your Book of Shadows, I want you to be documenting everything that just seems notable, your mood, special interactions. I want you to start writing down dreams. We're going to get more into dreams later on in the courses, but if you can, every now and then try writing your dreams down, because dreams are really important to magical work. The more you start writing your dreams down, the more you're going to start seeing things coincide with your magical work. Actually, your ancestors and spirit guides find it easier sometimes to contact you and give you messages in your dreams. So, not getting into that right now, but just, try to take note of your dreams if you want to. Now that you've initiated your Book of Shadows, I have a couple of journal prompts for you to get started. Here they are. Okay, so the first question is, why am I here? It seems like a broad question, but I want you to just go with it. Why are you here? You can think of it on a micro level, a macro level. Think about it in terms of your magical work. The next question is, why do I feel called to experience magical and spiritual transformation? And finally, what are my magical, spiritual, and transformational goals? My intention is to give you these questions to help ground you into this coursework. So yeah, just be real with yourself when you're answering these questions, because it's your fucking journal, you know? Sometimes you might not even write much down. Maybe you'll just see symbols that you want to write down. My journals are filled with drawings, writing, symbols, you know, whatever comes to mind. So you might notice that these questions are actually forcing you to set some intentions, in a sense. And I cannot stress the importance of intention setting enough with magic. Energy follows intention. You'll find that everything in life that you do can be further grounded with a good intention, a clear intention. You know, like if you're making a phone call, you could be like, before you make that call, what are your intentions? You know, before you eat your food, what is your intention with consuming this food? Do you want it to nourish and heal your body? Just get in the habit of setting intentions daily, and you'll start seeing that things start aligning to you a lot better. When we're talking about intention, you're basically giving an objective. Like, what is it that you want to put into action? Like with these courses, my intention is to guide you on a spiritual and magical path so you can find your highest and greatest good. You know, you can align with energies that work for you. Start being mindful with your intentions. When you regularly set intentions, especially with magical work, it brings you to a place of mindfulness that is very valuable when it comes to magical work. Intention is everything when it comes to magic. So get used to it. Every intention will set a stage for moving energy, and that energy can be moved towards a magical goal or a practical goal. So really just think about, I keep saying intention because I want that word playing in your head all the time until you get it. Whew, let's get into offerings and sacrifice. And this is a fun one because I had no idea how important offerings and sacrifice would be in my own magical practice. And it wasn't until Spirit actually started asking me for offerings and sacrifice, and you know, I listened and shit just started happening. So let me explain it to you. So offerings are pretty simple, you know. It's when you think of offerings and sacrifice, it's almost like money. It's like giving an energy in exchange for a blessing or whatever energy you want. And this is like a very hot commodity in the spirit realm, because when you give like a meaningful sacrifice or a meaningful offering to Spirit, you're going to most likely get a blessing or whatever it is that you want. You know, whatever it is you intend to get, you're going to start seeing things align for you. And I want to actually be clear about these offerings and sacrifice. If they're not aligned, like if what you want isn't aligned to your highest and greatest good, you might not get it, or it might take time. But you will start noticing energies align to whatever your goals are, as long as your goals are aligned with your greatest good. So just like, don't be like, oh, I offered, an orange every week and I didn't get a fucking Ferrari in my driveway. It's just not going to happen. You know, you gotta be realistic with your goals, but actually also realize that there is a source of infinite abundance, infinite possibility. And as you dedicate yourself into your magical work and really start aligning yourself with these spiritual energies, you're going to start seeing that when you start creating valuable relationships between yourself and Spirit, that things will start magically happening for you. So what are some, I'll just go down a list of some basic offerings. You can offer the light of a candle is very easy. Any candles will do. You can burn herbs, you can burn resins, you can burn incense, you can offer food. Spirits really like food, like you'd be surprised, like the things that can happen when you offer food to your ancestors. It's great. But be mindful if you're going to be offering food about pests. Like, you don't want to be leaving out an offering and then, attracting a bunch of bullshit in your house. Usually, if it's a food offering, you can leave it out for a couple of hours and then dispose of it. People get weird about that kind of thing, but I mean, I usually give offerings that I can put in my compost. So there's that. Sometimes I actually leave it out, the offering outside for like the squirrels, if it's squirrel safe. And usually the squirrels really enjoy that shit. So it's really up to you. You could just throw it in the trash if you can't do any of that stuff. Really, it's about your connection with the spirit. So as long as you know that offering is sacred and that offering is valuable and you want to put it towards an intention, then your offering is most likely going to be accepted and appreciated by spirit. We're going to get more into offerings and sacrifice in a later class, but I just definitely wanted to just give you some of the basics. So now I want to get into sacrifice, because when Spirit first mentioned sacrifice to me, I was a little shook. I was a little bit like, what do you mean sacrifice? What is a sacrifice? And I was actually thinking about this specific like crazy dude that was written about in this really popular book, who was down to sacrifice his firstborn son in the name of God. And I was like, man, that shit, like, what if Spirit fucking tries to have me sacrifice something, like, and then Spirit, like, pretty much was like, okay, hold on. We're not talking about that kind of sacrifice. And if there's ever some sort of entity or spirit, if spirits basically try to, like, fuck with your moral compass by making you do something that compromises what you think is right, you probably shouldn't be fucking with those spirits. So that's just not the kind of sacrifice that we're talking about. Don't sacrifice your firstborn. Not a good idea. So basically the kind of sacrifice that Spirit was talking about in my case, and what I'm talking about right now, is to physically give up something or abstain from something in order for a blessing. Let me explain. So, like, you can say, I'm going to abstain from or sacrifice watching TV for 1 week in order for blessings on my next exam. I don't know. Something like that, like, you want to make it realistic, and I want you to make the sacrifice make sense to the blessing that you want. You want to basically, when you're doing one of these sacrificial rituals, you want to ground it in your intention. With any offering or sacrifice, it's like basically there's always going to be intention that you want to set to go with your offering or sacrifice. Is that redundant? Whatever. I actually find it very useful to sacrifice vices, bad habits, things that I know are not necessarily good for me on my path. I offer those as sacrifices to Spirit in order for blessings, in order to receive blessings, because when you do that, it's almost like a win-win, You're getting rid of something that isn't fucking good for you. Spirit's like, thank you for your dedication. Here's your blessing. So it's just an exchange of energy, and this is how you develop relationships with the spirits, with your ancestors. It's something that is so valuable. It was a game changer to me. So just take note of the value of offerings and sacrifice. We'll get more into it later on in the courses. And if you want, you can start now. There's nothing stopping you. If you want to You want to think of something that you want to offer, just to solidify your intentions of maybe raising your vibration, connecting to spirit. Easiest thing you can offer is the light of a candle. Always. Like I have so many candles. I light candles for everything. So now I want to get into the importance of healthy habits. Ugh, that guy's barking. He's just using his throat chakra, y'all. So now I want to get into the importance of healthy habits and thinking about your magical practice as a holistic endeavor. You want a healthy mind, body, and spirit if you're going to be trying to manifest and work with these powerful streams of energy. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to be like a fucking saint or anything over here, but like, be real with yourself. If you got like a problem with drinking or you're eating a lot of bullshit, it might be the time to kind of find some balance with your life. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest with you, my magic did not start getting amazing until I quit drinking and I started like not eating meat. I'm not telling you gotta jump into that right away, and I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to accuse anyone of anything. Only you know where you are on your path right now. So just be real with yourself, and I think you'll be okay. I went over being mindful of what you put in your body. Now I want you to, with everything that you consume, try to connect with everything that you put in your body. And this is going to take some time and practice, but basically, like, everything you want to put in your fucking mouth, be thankful for it. Like, look at it, be grateful for it, and then put it in your body. You could even actually fucking set an intention. Like, I'm going to enjoy this delicious apple and it's going to nourish my body and heal my body, whatever you want to say, but connect with everything that you put in your body. Even if it's something fucking naughty, like, I want you to just be mindful of the things that you're gonna eat. And if you are gonna eat a fucking piece of chocolate cake, like, enjoy the fuck out of that piece of chocolate cake. Like, look at it like, oh, I'm gonna go down on some delicious chocolate cake. And actually, chocolate is really good for your heart, so I see no harm in chocolate cake every now and then, okay? Whew, I got all hot thinking about chocolate cake. That's the kind of connection I want you to have with your food, because actually once you start making those connections, he keeps barking. Once you start, oh my goodness. Once you start making those like meaningful connections with what you put in your body, you're going to start actually eating healthier. And food's just going to taste better. Like, healthy foods are going to taste better to you when you start connecting with your food. You want a healthy relationship with your food, y'all, and your drink, y'all. And, adhering to a healthy lifestyle takes time and effort. But, like, you got time, just ease yourself into it. Like, enjoy the process. I don't want you to feel deprived. I want you to just, blossom into someone who cares about their body and what they put in their body, and, care about how much sleep you get. Just take your time, though. If you were to just stop eating all the stuff that you enjoy right away, you might start feeling miserable. So just do it in increments. Or if you're an all or nothing kind of gal like I am, then just go for it. Don't eat meat, don't drink, whatever the fuck you want to do. As long as you're doing. If it helps you to start developing healthy habits, you could just kind of start tweaking one thing here and there, like for a week. And you can set your magical intention and sacrifice. Like, for 1 week, I'm going to stop drinking soda for whatever blessing that you want. For your health, be that simple, for better health. And then after that week, see how you feel. You might not even, I would say 2 weeks. Try 2 weeks, actually, because 2 weeks felt like a sweet spot to me. Ease yourself into it. See how you feel. Document it in your sacred journal, because this is a process. So while we're talking about healthy habits, I'm going to let you know that most fad diets fucking suck. I think I've been on almost every diet imaginable from over the past 20 something years. I've tried every fucking diet, and usually, I mean, every single time I would lose weight sometimes, but every time towards the end of the diet, I just like couldn't do it, and then I would just gain the weight back, and it wasn't a lifestyle. It was definitely like none of the diets that I've ever done were sustainable. So I just want you to realize that, you know, this is a lifestyle change. You want to connect with your food. You want to enjoy your food, and it's very doable. You can enjoy your food and still eat healthy. I promise. It'll really help you with your magic. Another thing, drink more fucking water. Most people I know do not drink enough goddamn water. And you know what? Oh, I shouldn't say goddamn. I should say God blessed. Because you want to love your water. But no, like, even I, like, have a problem with getting that water down, but you really want to, again, connect with your water, drink more of it, hydrate yourself, especially in the beginning of this magical transformation. You want to be as hydrated as possible. Drink as much water as you think you should be drinking, and, you know, a couple glasses more. Another important point about healthy habits is that every body is different. So just do what feels right for you. Like, I say that I don't eat meat, but like some people, like literally they'll have physical problems if they don't eat meat. I know someone who tried to not eat meat and wasn't able to, like, their, like, what wasn't it like their wounds, if they would get a cut, they weren't able to heal. Just weird shit like that. Yeah, I mean, most likely you're not that, you know, interesting physiologically, but, you know, just do what feels right for you. I'm not judging you. I just want you to be real with you and enjoy the process of healthy habits. This is a very important habit to adhere to throughout your magical process. And I mean, just even if you're not doing fucking magic, you need to meditate daily. At least 20 minutes a day. I know some people who are like, nah, I can't meditate. I've tried it. It's hard. I can't get focused when I meditate. It's not the point. Like, you're not supposed to get frustrated when you're trying to meditate. Just ease yourself into it. It's like working a muscle. Try 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes a day. Turn on some sort of solfeggio frequency on YouTube. I recommend 528 because it's like about transformation. Listen to a healing frequency and meditate. Just close your eyes and relax for 20 minutes. I mean, if you could scroll on your fucking phone for an hour, you can close your fucking eyes and just relax for 20 minutes. And set an intention before you meditate. An easy intention would be for peace or for clarity. Do it every day, first thing in the morning. It's what I do. And you know what? I realized if I don't meditate, like, I'm a spiritual fucking gangster. Like, nothing bothers me. But if I don't meditate in the morning, man, like, I do notice a difference in my mood. I'll be frustrated, and, like, you know, little things will get to me. Especially, okay, there's a collective consciousness bullshit that's going on right now. The world is, like, fucking crazy. You need to ground yourself with meditation. Center yourself. Because that is how you're going to get through not only magic, but fucking life. Meditate, relax, work out your mind with mindful meditation. And actually, I almost forgot this, but this is really fucking important. Gratitude. The importance of gratitude. Like, gratitude is the attitude. That is a good mantra. Every day when you wake up, think of 3 things that you're grateful for. I want you to wake up every morning in gratitude and go to bed every night in gratitude. Because the more you feel that feeling, like that, harness that feeling of gratitude, the more your heart is going to bond or connect with your mind. We'll get more into healing and expanding the heart in the later episodes, but just think about gratitude and know that is making some major connections with your heart and your mind that are going to be really valuable for your magical work and for your sanity. Again, sometimes these days it's hard to feel grateful, but you gotta this is one of those things you gotta fake it till you fucking make it, because I know every single one of you has at least 3 things to be grateful for every fucking day. And if you don't think you have 3 things to be grateful for every fucking day, I don't know how you have internet to be watching this fucking video. So get your mind right, get your heart right, express gratitude, and you will start noticing a difference in your mood and your manifestations. Our feelings have different vibrations and they resonate on different levels. And gratitude is one of the most highly resonant gratitude is one of the most highly resonant, high vibrational emotions that you can wield in your magical, toolbox. Yeah, you wield the magic of gratitude from your fucking magical toolbox. You get the point. Gratitude is super fucking important. Right now, get your fucking book of shadows and write down 3 things that you are grateful for, because it's important. So now, my friends, I want to take you on a guided journey, a spirit-guided meditation to ground you into this coursework of magic and transformation, to help activate you and get you ready for this very important work, this journey that you're going to embark on. So I want you to get relaxed, get comfortably seated or lay down, and close your eyes as we go on this sacred journey. Take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. So very proud of you for initiating yourself into this world of magic, starting this journey that is going to connect you on a deeper level to your spirit guides, your higher self, your ancestors. It's a very noble and sovereign journey that you are walking on. So I want you to now imagine a golden cord connecting you from your root to the earth beneath us. Yes. And imagine this cord going deep within the earth. Yes. Down many layers of nourishing soil. Going deep, deep down into the womb of Pachamama, our Mother Earth. Yes. And I want you to feel the nourishing energies of earth grounding you, yes, nourishing you, plugging you into the beautiful healing energies of our mother. Her energies are grounding, yes, and strengthening. She carries deep ancient wisdom that is very valuable to your soul and your spirit, yes. Now feel her energies nourishing your womb, that fire in your belly, yes, the seat of your instincts, your gut instincts. She's nourishing that belly, yeah. Your seat of confidence, yes. The seat of creativity and passion. Her love is filling those spaces, igniting that flame. Now those energies are moving up to your heart. Where love abides. The flame in your heart ignites with the energies of Pachamama, our mother. This flame that connects you to the guardians of the four directions, to the guardians of the vertical gateways, yes, your heart space is just being filled with the love of earth. Love and compassion, yes, love and compassion, yes. You must love yourself, yes. Now we're moving to our throat, healing and nourishing that throat, yes, where you speak your truth. Healing your throat, yes, filling it with love and nourishment. Now we're moving up to the flame in our heads. Let's ignite that flame. intellect and intuition. Let's connect the flame of your heart and your head. In time, you will move from your heart, yes, because your heart will be more deeply connected to your head and your womb. The energy of your heart is on the same frequency of Mother Earth, yes. And now we're going to move through the head to your star. Connecting you to divine cosmic wisdom. We are initiating you, activating you, connecting you to the energies that serve your highest good. Grounding you into the work ahead of you. Yes. Allowing you to unearth parts of you that need to be loved, parts of you that need to be healed, so that you can manifest your dreams into reality. We welcome you. We welcome you on your personal path to healing, transformation, and magic. We are grateful that you are choosing to connect to your divine right to work with the elements, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides. May you be blessed. May you truly feel blessed on your divine path. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, I feel a little lightheaded after that. That was some good Mother Earth loving energies right there for you. So I hope you feel energized and relaxed and ready for your magical work. I'm very proud of you. Thank you for joining me. So along with this video, I'm going to have a set of PDFs that will be showing you your homework, which includes your journal prompts, initiating or activating your Book of Shadows, also, getting into mindful habits and the importance of intention setting. So in the next videos of this chapter, we're going to be going over the elements, calling in the guardians of the 7 directions for magical work, dedicating or creating and dedicating your own sacred altar space. I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next.